Meet Misty, a fluffy Persian cat who discovers she can talk to butterflies. Watch as she learns about her special gift while lounging in her favorite sunny window spot. Her sparkling blue eyes widen as a monarch butterfly shares secrets about the garden outside. As Misty listens intently, the butterfly reveals the hidden wonders of the garden, describing the colorful flowers and the delightful creatures that inhabit it, igniting a spark of adventure in her heart. Filled with excitement, Misty leaps into the garden, eager to explore this enchanted world. The butterfly has spoken of her heart racing with the thrill of adventure. As she frolics among the flowers, Misty discovers the joy of friendship with the butterflies, each one sharing stories of the garden's magic and secrets. Enthralled by their stories, Misty finds herself enchanted by the garden's beauty, each butterfly revealing secrets that make her feel like she belongs to this magical world. With newfound confidence, Misty attempts to dance like the butterflies, her playful spirit shining bright as she embraces the magic of her surroundings. White Persian cat. Misty's pristine white coat becomes a powdery mess when she attempts to bake cookies. Her pure white fur covered in flour makes her look like a ghostly baker, but she can't tell where the flour ends and her fur begins. As Misty bats at the rolling pin, flour erupts into the air, filling the kitchen with a light dusting of white, turning what was once a tidy space into a hilarious disaster. The sight of her sitting proudly in the middle of the mess makes it clear that baking might not be her strong suit. With her nose twitching in delight, Misty gazes at the cookie sheet, a mixture of anticipation and curiosity shining in her eyes. Little does she know her baking adventure has left its mark quite literally all over the kitchen. As the timer rings, Misty curiously approaches the freshly baked cookie, her eyes sparkling with delight and mischief. The scene captures a moment of pure joy, combining the thrill of baking with the sweetness of her little adventure. With a cookie in her paw, Misty sits like a true chef, reveling in the chaos she's created. The image captures her triumph, proving that even the most messy bakers can create something delightful. On a stormy grey day, a white Persian cat named Misty finds herself intrigued as she uncovers a golden key beneath her plush bed. With soft paws, she carefully twists the key in a tiny hidden door, setting the stage for an unexpected adventure. As the tiny door creaks open, Misty gazes into a magical garden, bursting with vibrant flowers and twinkling lights that seem to beckon her closer. With curiosity piqued, she steps onto a whimsical path of colourful stones, surrounded by glowing fireflies that dance around her. In the garden, Misty meets a charming talking rabbit, dressed in a waistcoat and spectacles, who greets her with a warm smile. The rabbit gestures toward a sparkling fountain at the heart of the garden, sharing intriguing tales about this enchanted place. Misty finds herself seated on a large mushroom, joining the rabbit for a delightful tea party, filled with colourful teacups and scrumptious treats, all while butterflies flit about them. As the sunlight breaks through the stormy clouds, a warm glow envelops the enchanting scene, making Misty's eyes sparkle with joy. Our cloud-like white Persian Misty confronts her arch-nemesis, the vacuum cleaner. Her fluffy white tail puffs up like a feather duster until she realizes this noisy monster just wants to learn to dance. Curiosity begins to replace fear as Misty inches closer, her heart racing with each soft tap of her paw against the vacuum cleaner's surface. It feels as if the air is alive with possibilities. With a playful swipe at the vacuum's hose, Misty discovers that perhaps this machine isn't such an enemy after all. The hum of the vacuum transforms into a gentle rhythm. In a burst of confidence, Misty twirls around the vacuum, her fluffy tail trailing behind her like a feather duster, embodying a newfound spirit of joy and adventure. Misty halts for a moment, her head cocked in invitation as if beckoning the vacuum to join her in this spontaneous dance of friendship. In this newfound harmony, Misty sits beside the vacuum, her playful spirit settling into a calm companionship, signaling that sometimes enemies can become friends. Misty, the white Persian cat, has an enchanting presence. As her shimmering fur catches the moonlight, she gracefully observes the dreams floating above the sleeping humans below, appearing like a gentle guardian angel. With a delicate touch, she uses her fluffy paw to catch the nightmares, transforming them into sweet dreams for those in slumber. As Misty stands on her hind legs, she stretches out to reach a swirling dark cloud, a representation of a nightmare looming above a child's bed. The cozy room is illuminated by the glow of the night sky, where twinkling stars protect the peaceful sleeping world, showcasing Misty's mission as a dream guardian. With a swift movement, Misty bats at the dark cloud, and glimmers of light emerge, signaling the transformation of the nightmare into a soft, glowing dream. The child nestled in bed begins to smile in their sleep, enveloped in a warm and gentle aura, as Misty, the fluffy guardian, watches over with a protective grace. White Persian cat. Misty's white paws dance across piano keys during a midnight concert for lonely houseplants. Her fur glows under the moonlight, creating a magical atmosphere that makes the plants sway and grow. As Misty plays on, she can feel the energy of each plant, nourishing them with her music and bringing life to the once dormant room. The atmosphere is filled with a sense of wonder as each note resonates, creating a sanctuary for these lonely companions. With each stroke of the keys, Misty weaves a magical spell that makes the plants dance even more fervently, creating an atmosphere of joy and tranquility that envelops the entire room. As the night unfolds, Misty finds herself lost in the rhythm, her body swaying with the music, while the plants sway along, creating a magical bond between them that transcends the silence of the night. In this serene midnight hour, it feels as if time has stopped, and the world outside has faded away, leaving only the enchanting symphony of Misty's music and the gentle rustle of leaves in response. Under the full moon, a white Persian cat named Misty finds her toy mouse unexpectedly springing to life, and together they embark on a midnight adventure tiptoeing past the sleeping family dog. With excitement in her sparkling eyes, Misty follows the toy mouse as they navigate the silent house, careful not to wake anyone as they make their way into the inviting kitchen. Once they reach the kitchen counter, Misty's playful nature takes over as she stretches towards the bowl of treats, fueled by the encouragement of her animated toy mouse. As treats scatter across the counter, Misty leaps down to join in the fun, her heart racing with delight as she chases each morsel across the floor. With a treat triumphantly clutched in her mouth, Misty basks in her victory as her lively toy mouse celebrates her win, turning the quiet night into a whimsical celebration. In the stillness of the night, Misty and her toy mouse settle down on the kitchen floor, savoring the spoils of their adventure wrapped in the peaceful glow of the moonlight. White Persian cat. Misty's sensitive nose discovers she can smell emotions. Her white whiskers twitch as she detects sadness from her human, sending her on a quest to collect the happiest scents in the house. Determined to lift her owner's spirits, Misty begins her journey exploring every corner of the house to find reminders of joy and happiness. As she plays and discovers, Misty uncovers cherished memories that remind her human of joyful times, hoping to bring back the smile that once filled their home. With each happy scent collected, she draws closer to her human, bridging the gap between sadness and joy, and creating a moment of connection filled with love. In that precious moment, Misty realizes that sometimes the best scents come from the bonds we share, and together they create a fragrance of love and happiness. As the sun sets, Misty finds comfort in knowing her quest has transformed not just their home, but also their hearts, reminding them both of the happiness that can be found in everyday moments. Our snowy white Persian cat Misty swaps bodies with the golden fish. Her elegant fur floats in the water while a very confused fish tries to manage being a pristine Persian cat for a day. As Misty in the golden fish's body flops around in the water, her tiny fins flail while she attempts to swim gracefully. Meanwhile, the Persian cat with golden fish features explores the living room, awkwardly stepping on a colourful rug. In the fish tank, Misty watches her cat reflection astonished as she struggles to remember her elegant movements, while the golden fish sits on a plush armchair, wide-eyed at the mirror, trying to comprehend its new furry appearance. Caught in a tangle of colourful aquatic plants, Misty flails in the golden fish body, her little fins struggling to manoeuvre, while the golden fish, now in Misty's body, playfully swats at a dangling feather toy, exploring its new feline instincts. Misty looks frustrated, bubbles escaping her mouth as she tries to call for help, while the golden fish, now confident in Misty's body, struts around the living room with its tail held high, catching the attention of a curious dog. In a quaint little house, a fluffy white Persian cat named Misty discovers a mysterious magic wand hidden away in the attic, and as she sneezes, sparkles fly from her luxurious fur, turning everything she touches into cheese, including her beloved cat bed. Misty revels in her unexpected new reality lying on a cozy cheese bed, her excitement growing as she pounces playfully at fresh chunks of cheese appearing around her, while a little mouse watches in awe, caught in the delightful chaos of her magical sneezes. As the attic transforms into a whimsical cheese wonderland, Misty begins to playfully push around a wheel of cheese surrounded by sparkling magic, feeling like the queen of this enchanting realm filled with delightful surprises. Dressed in a playful cheese wizard hat, Misty revels in her newfound power, ready to unleash another magical sneeze as a curious audience of enchanted creatures gathers, captivated by the sparkling spectacle this whimsical cheese kingdom has become. The elegant white Persian becomes an etiquette teacher for street cats. Misty's proper posture and dainty manners make her the perfect instructor, even if her students are more interested in playing with her fluffy tail. Misty teaches her students with a sense of patience as she gently swats at a playful tabby, demonstrating her lessons in grace and decorum. As Misty stands proudly on a pedestal, her students gaze up in awe, captivated by her elegant pose and charming demeanor. Misty showcases grooming techniques to her enthusiastic students who are eager to learn, but often find themselves caught up in playful antics. Misty hosts a charming tea party where her students indulge in treats, while learning the importance of etiquette and the joy of togetherness. With a sense of leadership, Misty guides her parade of street cats, showcasing the importance of poise and confidence as they navigate their enchanting garden. Misty emphasizes the importance of proper sitting etiquette, but a playful kitten's antics spark laughter, reminding everyone that fun is just as important as form. Misty, a Persian cat with luxurious white fur, suddenly finds herself transported back to ancient Egypt, where the local feline inhabitants mistake her for a divine being, but deep down, all she wishes for is to reunite with her beloved family. As the local cats gather around her, Misty becomes the center of an unexpected celebration, receiving tributes of fish and milk, all while she tries to understand how she ended up in this extraordinary time and place. With a heavy heart, Misty watches the sun dip below the towering pyramids, wishing for her loving family, while a wise Egyptian cat offers her guidance and hope on this unexpected journey. At the Nile's edge, under a mesmerizing starry sky, Misty contemplates the path to return home, fueled by the newfound determination sparked by the wise cat's guidance. Emboldened by her quest, Misty sets sail on the Nile, navigating through the dark waters, with the ancient pyramids standing tall behind her, urging her onward toward home. Wearing a blue bow tie that matches her eyes' white Persian cat, Misty gains the ability to chat with houseplants. Her white fur collects flower petals as she bounces between chatty plants, learning their secrets. As she converses with a cascading fern, Misty discovers that the plants have stories to tell, tales of forgotten gardens and hidden treasures beneath the soil. With every chatty exchange, Misty's world expands, revealing secrets about sunlight nourishment and the bonds between all living things that flourish in her cozy home. Each encounter brings a new lesson, from the gentle encouragement of the violets to the wise advice of the ancient rubber tree, teaching her about patience and resilience. As days turn into weeks, Misty becomes not just a listener, but a confidant, helping her leafy friends overcome their fears and share their dreams of blooming even brighter. In this newfound companionship, Misty learns that every plant has a personality, and with each story shared, a bond of friendship grows, enriching her once quiet life. During a blackout, a Persian cat named Misty transforms into a living nightlight, her beautiful white fur glowing like moonlight. As she comforts scared children, her fluffy tail dances in the darkness, creating enchanting shadow shows that bring smiles to their faces. As the power outage stretches on, Misty leaps onto a coffee table, her radiant fur illuminating the scattered toys and blankets. The children, captivated and giggling, watch in amazement as she crafts playful shapes with her tail, turning fear into joy. Finding a cozy corner, Misty curls up her glowing presence, creating a serene atmosphere that wraps around the children like a warm blanket. One child reaches out, gently stroking her fur, and their faces shine with happiness and calmness as the magic of the moment envelops them. With a proud demeanor, Misty sits in the center of the room, surrounded by children who eagerly draw pictures inspired by her glowing silhouette on the wall. Their imaginations run wild as they create art featuring Misty as a magical glowing cat under a twinkling starry sky. Misty, a fluffy white Persian cat, is about to embark on an extraordinary adventure as she discovers that dust bunnies are real. Her innocent curiosity leads her to a hidden corner of the house where she finds a world she never imagined existed. As Misty ventures deeper into this enchanting world, her once pristine coat becomes speckled with grey, marking her journey through the dust. Embracing her new role as their queen, she rallies the dust bunnies for a grand cleaning adventure, turning chaos into order. After their hard work, the dust bunnies and Misty gather for a delightful snack, sharing tiny treats and laughter. On a makeshift hill of dust, Misty stands proudly crowned by her new friends, basking in the joy of their camaraderie and achievements. Curiosity leads Misty to a stunning cave adorned with sparkling dust crystals, captivating her with its beauty. As night falls, a joyous celebration erupts among the dust bunnies, and their queen dancing under the gentle glow of magical lanterns that illuminate their hidden paradise. Our snowy messenger white Persian cat, Misty, becomes the neighborhood's perfect communication network when the internet fails. Her white coat carries special messages in its sparkly shimmer. As the internet outages disrupt daily life, Misty takes it upon herself to deliver messages between neighbors, becoming a beloved figure in the community. With each delivery, Misty spreads joy and connection, reminding everyone of the simple pleasures of communication and friendship in their snowy neighborhood. Families gather together recounting tales of Misty's latest escapades as she brings them closer during this unexpected winter adventure. To express their gratitude, the neighborhood hosts a small celebration honoring Misty as their furry hero and symbol of community spirit. In a touching moment, Misty is crowned the Queen of Communication, a title she wears proudly as her community comes together to celebrate their unique bond. As winter unfolds, Misty becomes a familiar sight, navigating her snowy kingdom and continuing to strengthen the bonds of her community with each furry visit. Misty, a charming white Persian cat, discovers a lost cloud hidden in the laundry basket. As her snow-white fur blends seamlessly with the fluffy cloud, Misty takes it upon herself to help the little cloud find its way home, bouncing joyfully together through the expansive sky. As they soar through the breathtaking golden sunset, Misty glances back at her fluffy companion, excitement evident in her eyes. With her heart full of joy, she navigates the soft pastel skies, leading the little cloud toward a brighter horizon, filled with enchanting cotton candy clouds. In the enchanting night sky, Misty and her fluffy friend begin to dance among the stars, illuminating the dark canvas around them. Together, they create whimsical shapes, and as Misty's tail sways, they form a radiant heart above a serene moonlit world. Nestled atop a gentle crescent moon, Misty finds comfort against her fluffy friend, gazing down at the tranquil world beneath. With her eyes closed, she drifts into a peaceful slumber, surrounded by shimmering stars and the soothing glow of the moon. Misty, the pristine Persian cat, discovers that her pearly white whiskers can detect kindness in those around her, spreading joy throughout the neighborhood with every good deed she performs. Misty brings happiness to an elderly woman by simply resting in her lap, where their bond deepens with every gentle stroke, while the playful interactions with children in the garden fill the air with laughter. From her perch on the windowsill, Misty observes a young boy tenderly helping an injured bird, her eyes reflecting admiration for his kindness before she decides to join him, showing that compassion can be shared. As the young boy cradles the injured bird gently, Misty sits proudly beside him, a silent guardian of compassion, and her presence adds an extra layer of warmth to this heartfelt moment. Together, Misty and the boy stroll down the street, the healed bird in his hands drawing smiles and admiration from neighbors who gather to witness the beauty of kindness in action. With a heart full of hope, Misty watches from the fence as the boy opens his hands, allowing the healed bird to take flight, celebrating the joy of freedom and the bond they all share. On New Year's Eve, white Persian cat Misty's sneezes grant wishes in a shower of sparkles from her white fur, But she must learn to control this power before the neighborhood turns into one big dog bone. As wishes are granted, the neighborhood transforms in unexpected ways, leaving Misty worried about the consequences of her newfound magic. Determined to find a solution, Misty decides to practice keeping her magic in check, hoping to restore balance to her beloved neighborhood. Seeking guidance. Misty consults a wise owl, who teaches her the importance of calmness and control in harnessing her sparkly sneezes. With newfound confidence, Misty gathers her friends to showcase her controlled sneezes, transforming the neighborhood back into a magical winter wonderland. As the night unfolds, Misty realizes the true magic isn't just in the sparkles, but in the joy she brings to her friends and community. Finally, Misty settles down, feeling grateful for her friends and the love that surrounds her, proving that some wishes are meant to be shared. When the white Persian cat Misty sees her reflection, her mirror image moves differently. Two identical white Persian cats face each other, but which is the real Misty? The only difference is a single grey whisker. Misty tilts her head in confusion, watching her reflection with wide, curious eyes. The other cat appears to mimic her movements with a slight delay, making her wonder if she has a twin. Misty leaps back in surprise, her fur slightly puffed up as her reflection suddenly seems to take a step forward despite her own stillness. She crouches low, peering cautiously at the mirror, trying to discern the difference. Misty bravely approaches the mirror again, her paws stretched out as she tentatively touches the glass, the grey whisker becoming more prominent in the soft light. Engaging in a game, both cats appear to paw at the other side of the mirror, a sense of intrigue reflected in their eyes. With determination, Misty stares into the mirror, her expression mirrored by her reflection, yet with a playful glint in its eyes. The softly lit room enhances the scene, capturing her fluffy tail, flicking back and forth in anticipation.